And today we're going to walk through how to do a warrior 1, a warrior 2, and the subtle differences in between the two poses. And so I'll get started in asana A just to get to down dog, and then we'll walk through, the differences between a warrior 1 and a warrior 2. So I get started. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, move through my chaturanga vinyasa and meet in down dog. Now, once I'm in down dog, I'm going to step my right foot forward in between my hands, and we'll find a warrior 1 first. On my warrior 1, I'll spin that back heel down, sweep both arms overhead, checking that my knee is over my ankle, arms are in line with my ears. I'm also going to be sure that my hips are pointed straight towards the mat, towards the top of the mat. And what I will probably always do is readjust my back foot so that it's really at a 45-degree angle. And readjusting my foot is going to give my hip the ability to be square to the top of my mat. So inhale, both arms in, up, in line with my ears. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring both hands down. Move through my vinyasa. And then I'll do the same thing on my left side. Stepping my left foot up in between my hands. I'm going to spin my right heel down, come up, sweeping both arms in line with my ears overhead. And then checking that this back foot is at a 45-degree angle so that my hips can be square. Another thing that I'm doing is pressing my leg out to the side just a bit. And I'm not, being over dramatic with it and, on the blade edge of my foot, but I'm really trying to be sure that I'm aligned knee over ankle. And so that's important. If you ever need to give yourself more accessibility in the pose, maybe you're tired, we've done lots of leg stuff already, you can back off of it and it'll give you some more accessibility. So here we are in warrior 1. Inhale here. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. And into down dog. Now I'm going to get started right away with warrior 2. I'm going to step my right foot in between my hands. And I'm going to spin down my left heel. I'm going to open this time my hands to a T. Some key differences here in my warrior 2 is that when I press my heel down on my back foot, my foot is more parallel to the top of my mat than it is a 45-degree. You have the option if you want to angle it in, if you feel like that gives you some more friction, in order for you to stay and not slide, then you're welcome to do that. But in your warrior 2, you are welcome to have your foot, more parallel to the ends of your mat. And the reason that's okay is because in our warrior 2, we want to have our hips open. So our hips are not square to the front of the mat like they are in warrior 1. So our hips are open. Same thing with our front knee. Our knee is over our ankle. I may press my knee out just a tad bit just to be sure, I'm in line. And then I'm opening my arms out to a T. Now when I open my arms out to a T, I will almost always cue setting your gaze just past your middle finger. And then I will also cue rolling your shoulders away from your ears. So one thing that happens pretty often is that we do this instead of this. And so we really want to be sure we're elongating our neck. We're rolling our shoulders onto our back, rolling our shoulder blades onto our back. And we're intentional about our pose. Inhale here. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. I'm going to step with my left foot up in between my hands, spinning my left heel down, squeaking open my arms to a T. I don't have to pay too much attention to this back leg. I can leave my hips open. I just need to be sure that my knee is in line. My shoulders are rotated on my back and away from my ears, and then I'm setting my gaze appropriately. Inhale here. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. Meet in down dog. So that's Warrior 1 and Warrior 2, the major differences. A lot of times I won't always cue Warrior 1 or Warrior 2 from down dog. So I may be in a wide-legged stance on my mat, and I'll say Warrior 2 towards the back of your mat. And so what you do is the same exact cues. You'll point, whichever direction I tell you, either the back of your mat or the front of your mat. You'll check that your knee is over your ankle. You can leave your back foot parallel if you want. You want to open up these hips right here. Open up your arms to a T, being sure that your shoulder blades are nice and snug on your back, setting your gaze over your middle finger. And then we may just, straighten and move directly into the other side. And just so, know that that's a way that I personally move in and out of this pose myself. So it won't always be in down dog, yet we have the same cues. So we're checking our knee. Our heel is on our mat, and we're leaving our hips open. And also when we're in Warrior 2, we want to activate our abdominal muscles. And that's going to help us straighten and lengthen our torso. So we're open, our shoulders are on our back, we're looking nice and strong, and we also want to pull our belly up and in. And that's going to help us with our strength. Good job. So that's Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. Again, always let me know if you have any questions. Throw them in the community, and I'll be happy to answer them. Or make an updated video with more cues. So just let me know.
Mm-hmm.